Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce words starting with HU, the letters, that sound like hue, like humid, humor, huge, and human. Let's break down these words for you and help you to pronounce them correctly. So in the word human, we have first syllable stress, and as I mentioned, letters HU say three sounds. They say the h, y, and u sounds. So I've rewritten that for you here with letters H, Y, and OO for hue. If that's a challenging combination for you to make, I would suggest starting just on the U sound and adding your h sound back, like you, hue. That's also how we pronounce this word, hue as in color, and this word hue as in, I believe that's to reap. So in human, notice that the second syllable man just has a short little schwa, almost no vowel. So rather than hue, man, we have human. Clear vowel in the first syllable, reduced vowel in the second syllable. Similarly, in humor, we have the same hue combination stressed in the beginning, and then my letters OR just say the ER sound, mer or because they're unstressed. So often letters OR at the end of words like major, scholar, or humor just say the sound, not an or sound. Not humor, but humor. In huge, we have again the same hue sound, and then letters GE say the j sound, like in edge or judge. At the beginnings of words, we spell that with letter J or letter G, and at the end, usually with GE or DGE, like in edge. So for here, we just have the hue sound and ending on j, huge. Watch that you make sure that that sound is voiced. You don't want huge, but rather huge. One trick to getting that voice sound to come out more easily is to lengthen your vowel a little bit. If I'm saying something short, like for example, if I'm saying the word pooch or pouch, it's going to have a slightly shorter duration of vowel, pouch or pooch, versus huge. I'm going to have a little longer vowel. And then finally for humid, same idea. We have the same hue, first syllable stressed, and then the mid is very straightforward, just a and d, humid. When you can say these words by themselves, don't forget to try practicing them in some short phrases. Sometimes one of the issues is that people will accidentally drop the H off, so they're trying to say human, but they might say more like human. That does happen in some dialects of American English. For example, a heavy New York accent might have that, but generally, to be well understood in speaking English, you want your sound here. So humans developed a lot of humor as a coping strategy. The city of Houston is huge. I hope it's not too humid, but it's often humid in Houston. I don't know how humans live in the humidity of Houston. Good. So one other thing to note is that we do have other words with HU that don't say the U sound. So for example, a word like hut or hungry. Another typical pronunciation for those letters HU is just the h and the schwa sound. That sounds like So for hungry, I could rewrite that like hungry. So notice that it's typically when it's a oo vowel, then we have the U sound with H, and when it's just an sound, it's a schwa. Okay, thank you so much for this request and for all of your suggestions, comments, for coming to our Saturday classes and asking questions. We will have a live class this Saturday as usual. I'm hoping to see you there, and another new video premiering next week. If you need more help for this combination of sounds or any of the sounds of English, check out our Sounds of English course on our website, speechmodification.com. It's going to walk you through spelling and sounds, accent error patterns to watch out for, and give you lots of tips for practicing and integrating these sounds correctly into your speech so you can tackle any word you want and pronounce it correctly and easily in English. Thanks so much for watching, commenting, liking. All of those things help the channel to grow, and I truly appreciate your support. I look forward to seeing you in our next class. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.